Hey guys, I'm Bria Taddiken-Williams with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Advisors here in Manhattan, Kansas. Today, I just want to take a quick moment to touch on something that we as realtors who are members of a local MLS have access to, and it's something that is not publicly available. In fact, when buyers ask about a property, they can see the public facing information on the public websites, but we as agents, we actually have information or access to a whole other layer of information. And that information, our market, is called the agent comments. This information does not get fed out to the public sites. There's a couple of reasons why, depending on how private the information needs to be, but some of this information can be very, very critical for knowing how and when to schedule showings and what to put in an offer even. And so as agents, this is something we all have access to. And as a buyer working with an agent, this is all information we can give you. Some of the things you may find out about through your agent comments may be things such as, when do the showings actually start? Maybe the house hit the market today. Showings may not begin until tomorrow because the sellers are finishing up a last minute project. How much notice is required for that showing? Do they need to get children or pets off the property before you can enter the house? When can the sellers close? That's a big deal, especially in a competitive offer situation. Does your timeline match up with the seller's timeline? Could you make your timeline match up? Also, sometimes we'll find details about what personal property is staying with the home, what items may actually be leaving and are not included in the sale. Sometimes we have items, parts of the home, they're being sold as is. You want to know about that too. Is the house tenant occupied? If so, when does that lease expire? How much are the rent, rolls on the house? One thing that's very specific to properties here in the Flint Hills, the special assessment taxes. We actually have neighborhoods where they're now hitting that 20-year threshold. Those specials may be paying out soon. If that's a neighborhood that you're looking in, some of that information will probably be available in the agent comments. If the house has had inspections, those reports may be available upon request. Those reports may even be accessible to agents without having to request them. They may be in our portal. If the house is in an area where there's been a rezoning request, that information is usually listed in agent comments as well. So basically, as buyers, what you see on the MLS, on the websites, the public internet sites, that's just one layer of information. There is a second layer of information that we as realtors have access to, and we are more than happy to provide our clients with that information because it will make the showing process so much easier. If you're writing an offer, you'll know exactly what you're dealing with. And if you're in a competitive offer situation, it will make your offer stand out because you'll have all that information when you write your offer. So if you have any more details about this, don't hesitate to call us. Here at Coldwell Banker, we're always happy to show those details and that information with you. 785-776-1100. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.